Hello and welcome to Viewer's Digest. Say, have you ever dreamed of taking a trip across the mountains in a covered wagon like the pioneers did? Well, some people did just that this past month on a trip from Hillsboro to Tillamook, and it was just like a scene from the old TV show Wagon Train. We caught up with them en route to get their story. We all know the 7 stories on this week's Viewer's Digest, but let's get back to the Wagon Train. Why do they do it? Well, because they like to. It's fun to do things like they used to do it in the olden days. Also, it provides a wonderful opportunity for people, young and old, to experience a week of really roughing it, traveling by wagon train and camping out under the stars every night for a whole week.
This is a program of our 4-H program in Washington County, administered through Oregon State University. And we actually created the activity of a wagon train based on a long-range study we did in 1980. And the study was done to see how well we were meeting the needs of kids, primarily in Washington County. And as a result of that study, we found that our program was highly competitive, and it didn't have a lot to do with nature, and it was not family-centered. So based on that, we were able to create a program that's highly family-centered. There's very little competition here. It's almost the exact opposite, because everything's based on cooperation. In order for us to get over the mountain here in the next few days, we really have to cooperate. We really have to pull together. And today's kind of an example of that, because it's a little bit of adverse weather, of course. And so it makes things a little harder, like setting up camp tonight and actually traveling over the roads. The route primarily was from Hillsboro down through Cornelius, Forest Grove to Gaston, and then to the Flying M Ranch. And from the Flying M Ranch, we hit the old toll road. And that's the road we're on right now, is the old toll road. And we'll come into the Trask River campground. And from there, we'll go to Tillamook, from Tillamook to Bay Ocean. And this old toll road, by the way, was the main route from the valley over to the coast. And it was actually a private-owned road that people had to pay tolls to cross, thus the name toll road. We have really a mix of people on the train. There are 75 kids that are on the train, which is really what we're focusing on, though it's an adult educational program too. And we have people, some who are farmers, we have doctors, we have counselors, we have juvenile directors, nurses. Every walk of life, people are on the train. And it's really neat to see that blend. We're really enjoying that, getting to know each other. We have a lot of fun. We'll have fun there at the coast. The whole program is based on education. We had a lot of training programs since last fall. All these people have been involved since last fall, learning about how to work within a group, how to deal with conflict, how to make decisions. Then we had sessions on survival, camping skills, all those kind of basic things. And then we introduced everybody into the pioneering spirit of how to work with wagons and teams, and how to fix a wagon wheel, and how to grease wagons, and so on. And this year we've tested it more than we did last year, because we've already broke 3 tongues, and we broke 1 wagon apart. A reach pole underneath broke. And so we've had a lot of challenges on this trip, which has been real good. All of the people who are on the train are assigned to a family, and the families have different duties that they do every day, and then some duties that they do on a rotational basis. We have 2 fellows that are doing all the cooking for us. However, all the families take turns at doing the task of peeling potatoes and fixing the meals, serving the meals, and cleaning up afterwards. It varies from day to day. We have 160 people on the train, so there's absolutely no way they can sleep in the wagons. We've developed these shelters that you can see I'm putting up here now, and everyone sleeps under a shelter. Even when the weather's good, like last night and the night before, it was real nice, beautiful, splendid weather. But the dew is so heavy that this group gets up at 5:30 in the morning, and the dew is so heavy then that we'd be rolling up wet sleeping gear all the time. So we do sleep under shelters. We bed down right after our campfire program, and that's usually at dusk. Some stay up a little longer, and of course some are up all night, because we have guard duties all night long, because we have 70 horses to watch too, and they're on picket lines and so on. So we have guards, around all evening long, all night long. There's really some peculiar things that happen. Nothing real outstanding, I guess. Sometimes people are caught in and out of the wagons, and you notice that we have to pull biffies Of course, taking an old-fashioned wagon train in 1983 changes it a bit. And one of the things that our permits have asked us to do is carry our own sanitation. And occasionally people are caught in the biffies when we take off. And that's always an exciting little adventure. This is the second year of it, so the word is now starting to spread. And this last year, we closed it in February. And we were hoping that we would cut back down to about 120 is what we'd like to target for. But the interest is so high that people don't tend to drop out. But we do announce it in the fall through the newspapers and brochures and so on, and families and even individuals. Any adult who goes on the trip needs to sponsor a youth, however. But they are welcome to sign up. They can call our office anytime in the fall and we'll give them the information. We're going to load all these wagons onto trailers and the horses in trucks, and we'll come right up the Wilson River Highway. Take us 7 days to get there and 2 hours to get back. I think this is one way to cram a whole month into 1 week, because at times you really slow down here and it just seems like, you know, it goes real slow. And that's nice. That's nice.
Wagon Master Lyle Spieshard reported that there was a mishap when a harness broke on one of the wagons, but everyone is home now and doing well. Lyle's comment was that everyone reacted to the mishap in a real pioneer spirit. And of course, they're busy planning another wagon train trek next summer.
Motorcade on